We would be honored if you would join us.
Does put a smile on my face.
Hey everybody, it's JD. How you doing? I'm doing my third part of my Thor series. The first part was Thor versus Heroes, which you can see over here is the Silver Surfer 4 by John Buscema. That was the highlight of that one, if you ask me. And then the Thor solo covers, the highlight would have been right next to it, right here, would have been Journey 83. So I did 25 of each, and now I'm going to do 25 covers of Thor versus villains. Now, there are always repeats, like with the Heroes, there was many Silver Surfer and Hulks I put in there. Some Iron Man, some Doctor Strange, some there was a couple, Submariner, Captain Marvel, Nova. I love those covers. The solo covers, there was plenty of those. I didn't have the 158, but I do have it now. But that was another great find. So anyway, this is recorded on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving 2018, November 20th. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for those in the US and Canada. I want to thank everybody for my Thankful contest, and at the same time, let's just show some books and have some fun. By the way, I will be live on Friday, the 23rd of November 2018 with Tony Sanders and Jeffrey Comic-Con. Keep a lookout for that channel. We'll be doing The Hunt, where we're going to show 5 books, and then one book is going to be chosen as the Rachel Hunter, one is going to be the Craven, and the one that we get to probably going to have something, we'll call it the Elmo Fudd of maybe we didn't quite get what we wanted, but there we go. They're called The Hunt. We're looking forward to that. I am a call now, and we'll do The Hustle, a little Van McCoy, if anybody knows who that is. I'm not going to not mention disco music. Okay, so let's go over some Thor villain covers. One I want to see, I always wanted to see on the big screen or anything else, one of my favorite covers is this one, Journey into Mystery 109. Can Magneto lift Thor's hammer? How can this be? Is he worthy? Probably not. Treats his kids like crap. But anyway, this is that movie right here. Now the movies, let's go over first Thor 1. Thor battles his main battle other than fighting with the frost giants and everything in the beginning was when he, tries to get his worthiness back, and he fights the Destroyer, the Asgardian Guard. And here it is, the first time they ever mention him, and shows up there. This is number 112. 118, sorry, 118. 112 is the Hulk. I could have shown that. Very cool cover right here. I think I've had a couple of copies of this. This is it tied for my other one, but this one is just better colors. I just do love these covers. Okay, then second time you see the Destroyer again is in King Size Special number 2. I decided only to show 2. There's another cover out there that I really like that I'm working on getting a possible pedigree version of. Okay, Thor the Dark World. Number 2 was the villain in that one, where he starts going out, was Malekith the Dark Elf. Where you seal the reality stone in the ether, so to speak. First appearance of him is 344. This is the second appearance, 345. First cover appearance, this is Walt Simonson at his finest. It's kind of a weird way to introduce the Dark Elf, but there he is. And the next cover I always said I wanted to show on this one was just this great one where sitting on the throne of Valhalla, and he takes the cape and he's got Thor right down there. This is the unworthy Thor. Okay, then we go to Thor Ragnarok in the very beginning when Thor's spinning around, and there, if you didn't see it, spoiler alert, watch the movie. He's spinning around and he sees Surtur. This is actually the first appearance of Surtur, known as the Lava Man. Journey Mystery number 97. Just acquired this book recently in some trades. I do trade a lot of moderns for some Silver Age. It's just my way I do if I get a good deal on moderns. And I know a lot of people like modern variants and stuff, and I am not knocking any of it. I just really like Silver Age and Golden Age and Bronze Age. As always, on cue, my dog barks. Okay, so there's Surtur right there, and I actually do like this Jack Kirby. By the way, pretty much everything you saw was, if I didn't mention the guy, was Jack Kirby. This is a great one. This is number 176. This is one of the last Kirby works, or Maurice Severin, I think, maybe did this one. This is the Surtur that you're probably more familiar with, what you saw on the big screen with the horns and the crown and everything else. But again, a spinning hammer. I really hate this bag it's in. I'm leave this on the side and put a new My Light on that. It's not a My Light, it's one of those cellophane ones. I don't know why. Okay, later on in that movie, he fights his half-sister, Hela. And I don't have, I do have her first appearance, but she doesn't appear on the cover, so no sense in showing that, kind of like what I did with Malakath. But I don't have that. There's a 150 I'm working on getting right now, but I don't have it, and I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon. I want the one I want. This is number 189, and I'm going to go backwards. So 189 is the second part of this great storyline. It's a good long storyline, and there's 188 right there. There she is in the background, right up here, and you see the fading Thor. It's such a great cover. I mean, John Buscema just gets it done. Gets it done. He is my favorite artist, and we'll be definitely seeing something on him very soon. So then the next movie that you see Thor fight somebody in, other than, you know, outside of the Avengers, but it is in the Avengers, just before this happens, was Thanos. And Thor does have a history with Thanos in the comics. This is the Dan Jurgens, signed by Dan Jurgens, but most of my books I got to meet Dan Jurgens and a bunch of guys in Kansas City a couple of times at Planet Comic-Con. This is a Thor versus Thanos cover here. The first time they actually on the cover together, other than, you know, an Avengers or the two Avengers ones. But this is a great storyline, and Infinity War. But on the Thor book, there it is right there. This is a good storyline. They just go at it for a while. It's actually, there's a trade paperback on the whole series. This is the Unworthy Thor. This is the variant edition, more recent, signed by Jason Aaron, who wrote this one, which is, I'm a big fan of Jason Aaron, but what he did with Thor, it kind of weaked him up a little bit. Also signed by Chris Stevens, the cover artist on here in gold at the bottom. And of course, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 8 variant cover. I do love this. By Adam Kubert, Joe Kubert's son. You know, there's Adam Kubert and Andy Kubert. There. So the one villain, and then the final two the final two villains we're going to get into is the two that probably he is most, in my opinion, he's most known for. At least the storylines are the most important for not only Thor, but also the villain himself. Galactus. Yeah, everybody thinks of Galactus as a Fantastic Four because that's where he debuts, but his biggest battles, and a lot of times there's some great storylines back and forth between Galactus and Thor. And this is the first time Galactus starts appearing outside of the Fantastic Four. And what you have here is what's called And Now Galactus. And this is a great, this is all Jack Kirby stuff. We're going to show a lot of fun Jack Kirby stuff right now. Spinning Hammer, I'm a huge fan. There you got Ego and Galactus going out of here with Thor, and actually Thor actually comes to save Ego in this one. Great here. Then we start the origin of Galactus. So this is when you've got the Scepter, you've got Thor and the Warriors 3 right there, and Lady Sif, and Galactus is right there with some great, I love this cosmic Kirby stuff that's put in there. This starts the origin of Galactus. This tells the this is the second part of that 168, Thor 168, and this is an ideal cover for anybody who loves Galactus. Reggie Simmons, if you're out there, this is your guy. This is your villain. This is a beautiful cover by Jack Kirby, and I just big fan of this cover. Big fan of the book, big fan of the storyline. It's the true origin of Galactus. And then finally here you've got all these scenes in the background, and the monster and the man god, and it's the Galactus storyline. But you can't talk about Thor against anybody or fighting any villain or anything else than him and his own family squabbles with his brother. So I'm going to show some cool 350th issue Fight to the Death Loki right there. I love that cover. Then we're going to show some 275. There's Loki and Thor going at it again right here. Made for TV. They actually televised this around the realms. It's actually a very good storyline. You got 264 right here. That little fella right there. He's controlling everything, and Thor can't beat him. Finally, brother, you cannot win. Thor 200 special, known as the Ragnarok issue. The end of the world, the Ragnarok happens. There you see some great Loki versus Thor right there. This is a John Buscema cover, by the way. Great John Romita cover. Very few John Romita. John Romita did a lot of inking and penciling and touch-up work with John Buscema and Jack Kirby on the thing, along with Joe Sinnott. But this is an actual John Romita cover for all you Spider-Man fans out there. This is number 167, and this is the Doc Blake, and This World is Renounced. And this is very similar to the original Thor movie storyline. Some similarities between there. 158 kind of changes the origin story of Thor, but they kind of went into this a little bit more, where it wasn't without the hammer he was Doc Blake. He was just Thor. 147, The Wrath of Odin, is an iconic Kirby cover right here. I just love it. If you want to see, I'm going to zoom in on this one and try to keep it very nice. This is Odin in the background watching his sons go at it, and it's just there. And the whole point is Loki wants Mjolnir. That's it. And we're going to go into the Journey in the Mystery Times. There are like a bunch of covers. There's like 4 or 5 covers in there. I'm just going to show 2. I'm working. I don't have them all, but I'm working on them. Here's one that I got recently. I'm a big fan of Journey in Mystery number 108. I just love this cover. The yellow contrast. Is just so amazing in there, and I just love the contrasting colors. And it's the Loki and Thor fighting for the life of Jane Foster. Also an appearance by Mr. Doctor, or Strange. Who am I to judge? And finally, I'm going to show Loki's first appearance, Journey Mystery number 85, in a beautiful cover. And I'm not worried about the grade. I think it's a beautiful book. It's ideal, beautiful white cover, pristine cover. Just the spine is just a little bit worn down. So I know it's been read and loved. Now it's read and loved. Well, no, it can't be read, but I've already read the storyline. So those are my Loki covers right here. I'm going to show this one up here again, because I just love the way that looks. Alright, let's just show the good one. So this is that storyline right here, and Loki's getting his own series coming up. I can't wait to get on that one. I'm a huge Loki fan, being a huge Thor fan. But instead of doing a whole Loki thing, I'm just going to... This was Thor versus the Villains, my 3rd part. Stay tuned for Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the 3rd and final part of my 75 Thor comic books that I showed. I've got a couple of boxes here. Thank you guys very much. Hope you guys really have a nice Thanksgiving, and hope to see you all on Friday for the Hunt. Thank you.